Hi, Curly. Hey, buddy. Hi. How are you? Hi, sweet boy. Hi. Hi there. Yes. Good boy. Here, let me get on the ground. Hi. Hi. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, good boy. Sweet boy. Yes, it's good to see you. Well, it is Saturday. It's pushing 12 o'clock noon. And, of course, I'm back home. And I stopped off on the way back from Ken's in Tennessee there. I stopped off at my brother's place in Fort Worth. Stayed there a couple nights. Enjoyed visiting with them. And got home yesterday. And so I want to do just kind of a quick review of some gear, some items that I have never used before on an actual backpacking trip. Okay, so the first one is Liquid IV. Liquid IV is something a lot of people swear by, and I'd never used it before except for a couple little shakedown hikes here locally. And I couldn't necessarily tell. And on this trip, we had 3 full days of backpacking, and then 2 more days of shorter mileage. But I could not really tell if this made any more difference than the packets I already used, Propel and Gatorade Zero. So I don't know. So all I can say is I did use this. These are about almost $2 per packet here. I did use it every day, and along with these others in just different bottles. And I never felt dehydrated. I'm sure a little bit, but I was able to just keep pretty well hydrated. I never got just real weary because of dehydration. So, I'd say this works, but I don't know that it worked any better than these other products. It probably did. I just didn't notice it. So it's just so expensive. I don't know. I've got a bunch of them left. I don't know that I'll ever, buy any more. We'll see. All right. The second one is my Aqua Clip. I got this one from Z-Packs. And as you might have seen in one of my videos on this hike, it broke. I kind of expected it to. I was hoping it would last through this trip. So I'm not going to buy this one again. Also, the little kind of rubber tip that goes on the bottom, it had come off before I even got on the AT. And so I put electrical tape around it, and that was fine. But so disappointed, but it really wasn't unexpected. I'm going to get a different way, try to find something different, work up something different. Okay, so the next one is my 2-liter CNOC bag. I think I purchased this after watching one of Backpacking with Jason's videos back a couple of years ago, maybe. I like this. I really like this. But it has this opening right here that on a couple of the streams that we crossed, well, they weren't really springs. They were just it was just kind of dripping in someone out of the rocks. Some of them had a decent flow. I think there was one where there was a leaf with a rock on it where the water was coming down that leaf, And so I just would put this under it, and it filled up pretty quickly. Or I could scoop with it. It's big enough to do that. If the water's deep enough, that worked well. And of course, I used my little scooper here at other times. But so I really did like this. It's faster than the Sawyer bags that come with the Sawyer Squeeze, because they just have an opening like this, and you have to pour water into it, and it takes longer. So this for me worked out real well. And then I could roll it and push the water in, and it had a pretty good flow when I did that. And so it didn't take, getting water always takes time, but this didn't take much time. I liked it much better. So I am definitely thumbs up on the CNOC bag. And now for the final one, a big one, and that is my Zpacks duplex tent. Now, I've got mixed feelings about this because part of it's a user issue. Part of it was definitely my own fault. But for me on this trip, it was a fail. But a lot of that's just because of me. And part of it was that, and see, the bag is already torn on me right here. And there's got a hole here. The first night we just were hunting for a place to stay. We went further than we expected because I was making good time, and it was too early in the day. And I said, well, let's just keep going. Let's keep going and just hope to find a place. And we did. Ken found a good place, but the only spot for my tent was unlevel, but it was good enough to work with. I've only had a little bit of experience pitching this tent, so I could have done better at that. That's one thing. But also, I think because of my size, I'm still big, obviously. I press up against the walls of tents. My Big Agnes tent, my double wall tent, my gear, and I just press up against the sides of it. So I was concerned about that. So a couple times I pressed up enough against the trekking pole, one of the trekking poles holding up the tent, that it fell down. That happened twice in the middle of the night, and I had to get that situated, which was not fun. But another thing, kind of a major thing, was I got to find it. Hold on. Okay. Oh, here it is. All right, if you can see that. Okay, here's the zipper. This is at the top of the door, and so these zip up and meet. Well, it tore above, right there at the very top. It tore away, the mesh did, from the zipper. So there's a gaping hole, and there was a bee flying around trying to get my tent. So I got some tape and taped it up for that one. For the second night is when that was happening. So this happened the first night, and my experience was I felt so bad with this tent that first night. I wanted to get off trail because I had taken my Big Agnes, and I wanted to get back to Ken's hostel, get my Big Agnes, and then come back to the trail the next day. So, but that just didn't work out. So I was forced to spend the night in it again, which was good because even we found a better place. It was more level, not perfect, but I got a better pitch on it. I had learned some things from the first night. No longer did I knock out the trekking pole, in the middle of the night. But it still was uncomfortable in some ways, and having to not try to touch the sides and things like that. And the next night it was supposed to rain, so I thought, I would get soaking wet in here because I'm hitting the sides of it. I'm just too big still for this tent. So my plan is to send this back to Zpacks to see if they will maybe, give me a new stuff sack. I don't know. But definitely fix the mesh here by this zipper. Hopefully they'll do it for free. So I'm going to send it back to them. If they'll do that, I'm going to keep this tent, and it'll be for the future so I can practice with it more. And maybe under some more controlled circumstances. But losing weight, getting smaller, getting thinner, I think will help a lot and make me feel more comfortable in this tent. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Well, if you have any experience with any of the gear or the stuff that I showed in this video, let me know what it is, whether it's good or bad, whether it's worked well for you, whether it's failed. I know with that Aqua Clip, some of you it's worked well for. Others of you, you had a couple break within a month or so. So anyway, whatever it is, let me know down below in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. to the channel, and I've got more things that I'm going to be doing here within the next several months. So I'm looking very forward to it. So thank you so much. Make sure you have a safe but very happy 4th of July. And Lord willing, I will see you next Sunday.